Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm going to go ahead and be doing a small test batch of soap with a new fragrance oil by Indigo Fragrance. It's called French Toast. We're going to be using the whole ounce in this batch. We're going to be checking for ricing, make sure it doesn't seize my batch, that it doesn't accelerate trace, that the scent holds up and the colors hold up. I have my oil cooled down and my lye cooled down, so I'm going to go ahead and start mixing that. You may want to turn down your volume because when you do mix the lye, it does get, when you stick blend, it does get a little bit loud. I'm going to go ahead and strain my lye into my solution. Now, you'll notice, and I've mentioned in previous videos, that I do not wear gloves. The reason for this is because when I wear gloves for a long period of time, my hands do tend to become numb, and I have lost control of my stick blender due to the fact that I really can't feel anything. I do know the risks. I understand the risks fully. You guys wear your safety precautions the way you feel necessary. When I initially mix the lye, I do wear gloves, goggles, and a mask, and I go outside because it's a better ventilated area. So right now I'm going to bring this up to a light trace. As I said, you might want to turn down your volume because it does get a little bit loud. I'm going to go ahead and add my coconut milk to my solution that's at a trace. I add a trace. I don't like mixing it with the lye. I find it's just easier to work with this way. Now I'm going to be doing two colors, titanium dioxide and a brown mica for this French Toast fragrance oil. And I'm going to, sorry about that. I'm going to be doing a swirl effect, and then I'm going to add little coffee grounds on top for a nice little effect. Now, when it comes to soaping, my motto is the more prepared you are, the better and easier soaping would be. I'm going to split my batch off to two separate containers. I'm going to go ahead and add my titanium dioxide. Now, I have noticed with titanium dioxide, if you're not careful, they do cause glycerin rivers. Titanium dioxide tends to heat up your batter. So, I like to use it to brighten up my soap. I can deal with the glycerin rivers. If you're careful, they'll work out fine. If you add too much and you soap at a high temperature, that's when I have found that it becomes, prone for glycerin rivers. Now, titanium dioxide likes to sink to the bottom of your batter as well. So I'm going to just stick blend that color in a little bit. Okay, that went flying a little bit. Sometimes it'll do that. It didn't get on me, thank goodness. Just a little squirt, but see, that's why we have to be extremely careful. Let me get some paper towels to wipe that down. Just got on my counter a little bit. See, soaping is fun. So we're going to set that aside, and I'm going to go ahead and add my brown mica to my batter. Now I haven't added the color yet. excuse me, I haven't added the fragrance yet. I like to color my batter first. Sometimes I make a fast-moving recipe, so I don't have to add anything and it'll move super fast on me, which this one seems to be doing. I haven't, and hence why I don't add the fragrance oil till the end, because you never know if, especially new fragrance oils that you're working with, if they're going to accelerate your trace any further, and sometimes that becomes extremely difficult to work with. So my brown is mixed, see if you guys can see that, my nice little brown. I'm going to lighten this up more because this is more of a yellow color. Actually, you know what, I'm going to leave the yellow, it's fine, I like it. I'm going to go ahead and add a ½ ounce to this side and a ½ ounce to this side for the batter. Now, this scent in the bottle, it's a French toast again. For me, it's quite strong. But what I love about soaping is that when you add the fragrance oil to your mixture, it tends to lighten up the scents. So, it does smell really good. I think I'm going to call this breakfast in the morning, or yeah, breakfast in the morning, because it's French toast and I'm going to add a little coffee on the top. I might change that name. I like to play around with the names. So I'm going to go ahead and get my mold together. It has not caused any ricing. It has not accelerated trace. So that's really good. We're going to go ahead and pour this in the mold. Now it is a little bit thick, but that is due to my recipe. That's how it was prior to me adding the fragrance oil. Now I'm just doing, since I want to do a swirl effect, I am alternating colors into my mold. So I started with the vanilla looking color. Sorry, let's move this so you guys can see it. And then I did the brown color on top of that. And then I'm gonna take a skewer and make the effect. Just want to pound this down a little. The reason you want to, you know, pound that down is just to make sure that there's no air bubbles. So that way your soap comes out with no air pockets when it's all finished. It's starting to thicken up a lot now. Go ahead and grab my spatula. Get all this goodness out of here. Oh, it smells really good. All right, now I'm going to take my skewer. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do a hanger swirl. And I don't have any rhyme or reason with the way I do this. I just dip the hanger in and start from the back and move to the front in a circular motion, and then I go from side to side. And then I'm going to add some more to the top here. I'm going to add some more here to the top. This is going to be a very full batch. Put my brown on top of that. Okay. Just gonna pound it down again. And I'm going to grab a little spoon that I have. And I'm just gonna spoon over to make a little swirl on the top here. Again, I don't have any rhyme or reason with the way I do it. I just like the marbled effect. This has thickened up nicely, but it didn't cause any ricing. It didn't accelerate trace. I like to, for some reason, make a fast-moving recipe. I don't tend to do that on purpose, but that's how it usually tends to turn out for me. That's all right. Now I'm just going to clean up the sides here, and then we're going to add the coffee topping. I'm just going to add it down the middle. This is little espresso grounds. Just going to clean up the sides, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Almost finished here. Alrighty. So, just gonna move this over. Sorry for my finger being in the way. Here is my finished product. Again, we used a full ounce of Indigo Fragrance French toast. It smells really, really good. We're gonna set this aside for 24 hours, and then I'll come back and shoot a video of me cutting it. Thanks for watching. All right, everyone, so it's been about 24 hours. I went ahead and unloaded the loaf of soap and went ahead and cut it due to time constraints. These are the finished products. Sorry. I think it came out really well. The scent is really, really nice. It actually isn't as strong as it was out of the bottle, and it held up nicely. So these are the finished products. I'm gonna go ahead and let them cure for a couple weeks, and then I'll put them up for sale. Again, thanks for watching.